Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG known as Fifi La Pew Pew to us, might be a leFhy or a leaf blower to other people. This one is located on South Spawn of Mines, and it's under the command of Tactically Moving Downwards of the 553 clan. Or is it 335 clan? Oh dear, sorry about that. Okay, well, game started, and there are some bots in this game. In fact, there are quite a few bots. Rounds out. Oh, that just missed him. Panzer IV Aslains and an M7. Yes, so we're going to have a few bots. It's a tier 4 game with tier 5 tanks in it. Of course, the Fifi is a tier 5. Fully dialed in. That Panzer IV is not moving, and he's out the game. He won't be moving anymore. Not unless somebody pushes the wreck. Okay, an M7 now. Okay. Well, lined up. The M7 is a real player. Rounds out. You can see he pulled away from there pretty quick. Yes. Okay. If you want to know which ones are the bots and which ones are not, the bots are the ones with a semicolon, or colon, I should say, in front of the actual name. Oh, look at that shell! Hit the side of the vehicle. Didn't pen, but it did actually create a nice little mark on the side of the vehicle. Fires another one in. Hits the front of the vehicle this time. Okay, we spotted another enemy tank. It's a heavy. Trying to get the Type 95, but he was coming forward too quickly for tactically moving to get a shot. Oh, but he got that T-34 on the rear. And now he's spotted a couple in the right in the rear. An M10 and an M8A1. But he wipes out the M8A1. So that's his second kill of the game. And now he's going for the M10, who hasn't moved away. And now he won't go away either. So that's 3 kills. So he's really started off with a strong start. And that T-34 came back to the cliff edge. And he's still there. Rounds out. Another direct hit. This time 145. He is pulling back though. I have the feeling he's been so badly hit, he doesn't want to fight at the front now at that area. We know that there are some enemy tanks up on top of the hill. We just don't know where they are at the moment. We need somebody to go closer to the hill edge so we can spot them. One's a BDR G1B over on the east side of the map on the hill. There's a Wolverine there. We can't get that shot, but we can hit this M8A1. Rounds out. And that's a one-shot kill as well. That's 4 kills. Now, 4 kills in the game. So he is trying to kill as many as he possibly can. And in fact, you can see our Chaffee 594, which happens to be a real player, is headed for the enemy cap now. I think he thinks that he can end the game all on his own. That might not work out so well, though, if he does, because he's more than likely going to get taken out by the enemy tanks. Okay, well, the Chaffee 594 is looking for the enemy Arty. I'm afraid he's a little too late because there isn't any in the game. And the T-34's gone down. This time that's 5 kills. So there's still, as far as we can tell, 1 tank still in the castle grounds. That's the BDR G1B. We've got an enemy Wolverine here, making a quick dash. Now, can he get a shot? Yes, he can. Let it settle, let it dial in. That's it. Now go. Nice solid hit. 181. He backs up a little. You can get the kill shot now. Now, he's lost sight of it. He should have held the aim on the spot because the guy would have continued to go backwards. And in fact, actually, we saw a tree go down and there's some wall going down. In fact, he did turn and go in the different direction. He's trying to take out the Churchill 3. Now that Wolverine is a real player. He's not aiming in that direction. I'm not sure if he can actually get a shot in that direction. I think the hill gets in the way a bit. He's trying to line up a shot. We can see the Wolverine moving forward. And yeah, he's getting a red line, so he can't get another shot in. The Wolverine just went down. Our M10 got him. And now there's just the B1 and the BDR G1B left on the enemy team. So if he wants to get any more, either they're going to have to come into sight. Oh, and the BDR has just come into sight. Okay, so he can get a shot in that direction. But he's on the move at the moment. So long as he stays on the move, it's going to be difficult for him to get a shot. The arc of this Arty is 15 degrees either side of the center line. So if he's driving in a completely different direction, he's not going to be able to get a shot. But the B1 is now moving within his field, so he can shoot and get a hit. And he does, and a good hit, 160. Now he needs to go for the kill shot. Come on, get another shot in. Oh, he did get him! That's his top gun. That leaves just one enemy tank left. It's the BDR G1B. It's got a huge iron cruiser on the side of the vehicle. And in fact, that BDR just took out the Stugfear on our team. Now he's backing up, but I'm not sure. Is he actually in control? Yes, I think he is now. He's decided this is as much as he needs to move. Can he get the last kill on that BDR? That player does actually have 2 marks of excellence on the front of the vehicle. In fact, he just turned to face our Chappie 594. Oh, and that was a penetrating shot. He used the heat round, and it went right through the side of BDR. And unfortunately, the Chappie gets taken out. Okay, so now, will we get sight of that BDR? Will he come out the castle grounds? There's only 2 left on our team. He may think that he's actually safe enough now to come out. Now, is he going to stay this side of the rock or the other side? I think he wants to go this side. Of course, the worry is that he goes into the castle and stays in there and makes it difficult for us to actually get a shot on him. No. He doesn't want to come out that way. We don't want to have to go in and dig him out, but it would be a bit of a problem. The DW2 happens to be a bot. That's the unfortunate thing. He's not going to actually initiate anything. And if it is, it'll probably end up with his death. Okay. And he has killed the DW. So the question now is he going to actually come down? Or is he going to go to the front of the hill first? Have a quick look and see if he can spot anything. Now, we have hit this guy, and he's not on 100% health, but of course, tactically moving downwards is actually full health. 340 hit points. He doesn't want to take any hits from that BDR G1B, especially if he's got the 90mm gun. Remember, this Arty does have 390 meters view range. So if he's in the right position, he will be able to see that BDR G1B coming. But at the moment, he's not in the right position because there's a huge rock just to his left, which is actually blocking the view coming down from the hill. So it's very unlikely that he will actually see him until it's too late. And now he sees it, just as I thought he would. But he fires one big round in and takes a 90mm round in return. I thought that might happen. Oh, so lucky! He got his second shot in, and it was a kill shot. And he's won the game. Daddy's here. Well, I must admit, when I saw the positioning towards the end of the game, I thought he's in the wrong place. He's not going to see that BDR G1B until he actually comes down the hill. If he'd actually gone to the other side of the rock, he would have spotted the guy straight away and been able to fire at him and intercept him before he managed to get down the hill. Of course, it turned out okay in the end because he managed to get a snapshot off at the last second to actually fire and hit the BDR G1B just before he went behind the rock. And it was a very narrow shot. But if it had actually been a standoff against him, against the BDR G1B, that would have been difficult because that BDR does have a 90mm gun, or did have, and one shot was enough to strip most of his hit points away from tactically moving downwards. And if he'd stayed there for much longer and they tried to duel it out between them, I'm pretty sure the BDR would have survived because it would have taken at least a heat round to get a direct hit. And on the front of a vehicle, on the front of a heavy tank, where the armor's strongest, it would have been difficult for him to actually get a penetrating shot. But he did get one, and he got an ace tanker game out of it. He also managed to get a bruise medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 11. He got a Gauze medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And on top of that, he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. In fact, he ended up with 7, one short of getting a Radley's, and at least one third of the enemy team. Let's have a look at team score. Well, you can see here right now that the highest damage he actually did in that game, 2,850 hit points. But the BDR G1B actually got 3,493, and he picked up the high caliber and a Top Gun as well on his game, and a Radley Waters. When it came to kills, yes, it was the BDR G1B who got the highest number of kills, 8 kills to him, 7 kills to Tactically Moving Downwards, and 2 kills to the M10 RBFM. And that was the only other player who managed to get more than 1 kill in the game. And when it came to base XP, then it's Tactically Moving Downwards who gets that one. So he got 1,222. In second place was the BDR G1B with 951. And in third place was the M24 Chappie, the 594, who made a dreadful mistake to try and come and kill that BDR. In fact, he should have tried to scout and shoot at him from a distance, at least give Tactically Moving Downwards a chance to shoot at the guy once he was spotted. As it was, he left them with no teammates available. That Chappie just drove in a little light tank against a big heavy tank with a 90mm gun, and of course he took the damage as a result. There was nothing he could do to stop that BDR from wiping him out of existence very, very quickly. So that was the end of the results. At least he got the second in damage and second in kills, but tops in base XP. He fired 22 rounds, and that's surprisingly little, considering you only have 50 rounds of ammunition. He got 15 direct hits on the enemy and 6 penetrating shots and 10 splash. Damage of 2,850, of which 2,388 were at more than 300 meters. So those last shots, or in fact, the last shot, was actually close enough that it was under 300 meters. He did receive 1 hit. It was a penetrating shot. That came from the BDR, and it was a 90mm round. You could tell that from the amount of damage he did. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 7 were killed, and he earned 73,479 credits on a premium count and 4,399 experience points out of the game as well. Yes, it was one-on-one at the end, but it could have been so different, actually. If he'd missed that last shot on the BDR, I reckon the BDR would have had the advantage, and then it would have been very, very difficult for Tactically Moving Downwards to try and win. As I said, the heavy tank will have the advantage. He's got the gun depression. He can actually move on the Arty in such a way to actually just poke up enough to actually get a shot, pull back down before the Arty can fire back at him. It would have been very, very difficult indeed. In fact, I suspect it would have gone the other way. But anyway, there you go. He did win. He got the win, and he managed to pull it off. But I think tactically, there's some things to learn there in terms of pick the right side of the rock to spot the enemy. You may have very good view range, but if you've got a huge, massive rock sitting in front of you, you're not going to see the enemy moving towards you. You need to pick a spot where you can actually see the enemy fine from a distance. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.